We picked up my son from school and I said, honey, have you heard of cancer? And he said, yeah. And I said, today I found out that I have cancer in my breast. Getting diagnosed was devastating, obviously. I mean, to find out that you're going to die of a disease when you're 37 years old is horrifying. There's not strong enough words to describe how awful it is. My name is Beth Caldwell, and I have metastatic breast cancer. I was a civil rights lawyer for the federal government. I was working full-time, so I would, go to work and come home and chase after the kids. My husband and I were busy people and, typical American life. And then I found the lump that turned out to be metastatic breast cancer. By the time I had found the lump, it had already spread to bones and lymph glands. A lot of people think that metastatic cancer is curable. It's kind of like there's this image that breast cancer is a sorority, being very, pink and lots of feather boas and funny hats at walks, and you go through the hazing of treatment and then you get to join the party at the other side of it. And for metastatic patients, we never get to join the party because our treatment never ends until we're dead. Feels like cancer ages you about 40 years. It's exhausting. My day-to-day life will involve treatment for the rest of my life. My kids are small. I think if I didn't have a family or if my kids were grown, maybe I'd just say, okay, I'm ready to take hospice. I'm ready to stop putting myself through this. I would like to see them hit a few more milestones before I'm gone. We don't actually know how many people are living with metastatic breast cancer in the United States. Our national databases don't track when someone who had early stage breast cancer develops metastatic disease. That hole in our knowledge makes it difficult for us to know best how to treat patients with metastatic breast cancer and how to treat early stage patients so that they don't develop metastatic breast cancer. We need a lot more research. Currently, in the United States, breast cancer research funding is primarily aimed at early stage disease, which doesn't generally cause death. As long as cancer stays in the breast, it's not fatal. There needs to be a change in that funding. We need to focus on saving lives. So in April of 2015, I went to Philadelphia to participate in a program sponsored by Living Beyond Breast Cancer that was related to their metastatic breast cancer conference that they have every year. And I met some amazing people there, in particular a woman named Jenny Grimes, who found out that she had metastatic breast cancer when she was running a marathon and her hip fractured in the middle of the race. When we got home, Jenny and I talked, and Jenny decided she was going to start an organization called Metup, founded on ACT UP, based on the model of ACT UP from the 80s. And we feel a strong kinship with AIDS patients. At the height of the AIDS crisis, there were about 40,000 deaths per year in the United States, and that's how many people die of metastatic breast cancer every year in the United States. We felt like there was not enough of a sense of a crisis around that number of deaths every year from this disease. So we decided that we were going to plan some activities to raise not just awareness, but to move the needle, to make change, to make people who fund breast cancer research take our disease seriously and put their resources into saving our lives. Our big event that we're going to have to kick off our movement is going to be in Washington, D.C. on Metastatic Breast Cancer Awareness Day, which is October 13th. We're going to meet up at 11 o'clock on the west lawn of the Capitol, and we're going to have what we call a die-in. We're going to have women and men, because men get breast cancer too, lay down on the Capitol lawn and represent the people who die every day of metastatic breast cancer. And then after we have our event, we're going to go meet with some members of Congress and hopefully convince them that they should direct research funding to go towards saving our lives.